What's going on, guys? Liam here, and it's Team List Tuesday, going over all the ins and outs for round 12 of the 2023 NRL season. We'll try and knock this out pretty quick because we don't need to sit around and talk about this for too long, man. This video doesn't need to go too long, but there are some pretty key ins and outs. It's pretty important to go over team lists whenever you're picking your, even if you're betting, you're tipping, your anytime try scores. You don't want your anytime try score to be on the bench. You don't want, whether you're doing super coach or whether you just, got a tipping comp at your work. You got to win that, man. Be competitive. Nothing wrong with being competitive. All right. Oh, man. First game. Frothing. Panthers were looking elite last week, man. And they are unchanged, which is pretty damn good. And thank God. I was hoping they were going to drop him back to the bench, but Scott Sorensen, I'm sorry, is a starter. What a game last week. So Adam Reynolds is out. Not too sure. Well, we know what it was, but heard some people saying it's concussion, other people saying it was the nerve damage, some shooting pains in his neck and stuff like that. So hopefully he's okay and that's not a lingering thing, because, man, you don't want to play around with your neck, man. So Jock Madden, I thought he looked not quite ready for... I don't know if it's quite ready. You definitely notice when Reynolds wasn't, on the field. You definitely notice it. So definitely Penrith is pretty firm favourites there. This one's in Brizzy. But, man, if it's raining, it's pretty gloomy out here in Brizzy, man. You never know. Penrith ain't great in the wet, and they just lost to the Tigers. You know what I mean? So people are writing Brisbane off. I wouldn't be, man. I would not be, especially if it's raining, I'm telling you. Having said that, though, Adam Reynolds is why Broncos can and are really good in the wet. His kicking game's so good. He's so elite. So, all right, Dragons, Roosters. So the coach is gone. So we'll have to see how this sort of goes. Zach Lomax back in, Jacob Little back in, Billy Burns out, Joey Manu out. How bad? And Tupanua comes into the starting team, and Angus Crichton back to the bench. I think that's a good move. Angus looks a little, I don't know if it's underdone or just doesn't look like the same old Angus, but hopefully he can get back to that good form he's been in. But Jad Hargraves as well, he's in. I thought he tore his pec, but apparently, unless he's taken stem cells, it wasn't as bad as I first thought. And Drew Hutchison comes in to 7, and Cleary goes to 6. So Keary, sorry, not Cleary. So yeah, this should be an interesting one, but both teams need a win. Para Bunnies. Para can't catch a break this year. Grand finals last year. So Bailey Simonson comes into centre. Hayes Dunster dropped back to the reserves. This Ogden dude, he comes in. He's good, man. He's only in there. Sorry, my bad. I thought he was in there. Oh yeah, he's interchange. I thought that said reserves. He comes in, he's great. But Sean Lane out, obviously that's a big loss. Bryce Cartwright comes in. I thought he's been pretty good, but he's, man, poor old Sean Lane. It was probably the best second row in the game last year, consistency-wise at least. And this year, broken jaw, and now he's done his hammy. Sucks, man. It's a cruel sport, this one. It's a cruel sport. And Jed Cartwright out, he got knocked out. And Saluka Fafita comes in, so... And relatively unchanged. Bunnies are flying high, and I dare say, I mean, if the Panthers get this dub, they're going to be out in front on their own, man. Damn, crazy. All right, let's go. Sharkies, Knights, Sharkies. So Oregon Kafusi comes back in. Ueli's named, but he's only in the reserve, so I'm guessing he's 50-50. Hopefully he can get in, because a huge fan. He's become a real good player. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what sort of goes on there. But, yeah, Sharkies, I reckon they're going to have a big game this weekend. I have a feeling. Dylan Lucas out for the Knights, but, yeah, relatively unchanged for the Knights as well. So, nothing to really report there. Same as the Tigers, pretty similar. Brown's out, and Riley Price comes in there, so nothing too crazy. Now, Dolphin Storm. Two of the heavyweights, dare I say. Two of the heavyweights. One thing I'm disappointed, Val Meninga's out. I was really hoping Branko Lee, comes back in. I'd love to see another crack of him, but maybe, yeah, I don't know. Branko's been good though, but yeah, I'd love to see Val get blooded. He's a beast. It was really good to watch. Really good story of Magic Round. Jesse Bromwich back, Ray Stone back. This is how good the Dolphins are. Mark Nichols, the GOAT, can't even get a run. He's in the reserves. Come on, man. And Melbourne's relatively unchanged, so flying high. This will be a big test for the Dolphins. This is in Brisbane. I might go watch that. That'd be good. Is it at Suncorp? Where is it? Where does it say? Referee St. George. Where does it say? It doesn't say where it is. Oh, Suncorp Stadium. There you go. Might have to. Why not? All right. Doggies, Titans. So Carl Alopu. Sorry to the brother. Don't mean to butcher your family name. I'm just terrible at pronouncing things. But coming in the starting lineup for the first time in his career. Future superstar of the making. Addo Carr back too. How good. So that should be pretty interesting. Josh Reynolds back to the bench. Love him there. He's way better coming on. It's because he's got a penalty and and an error in him. I like him to have a little bit less game time. But yeah, and just come on for that energy burst sort of thing. So I think that's a better balance. And I think Carl probably he looks good. Like I heard people saying he's like a grown man. I still see a little boy out there, but I think he's like I think you just seen some of his highlights from reserve grade. And he's sort of tossing dudes and like he manhandles those, the B grades and the schoolboys and all that sort of stuff. Saw him trying to shake a few guys with that stick on, and he's like, oh, that's what a grown man feels like, sort of thing. But yeah, he's good. He's good. Like he's going to be a good player, I think. So Aaron Clark comes in for the Titans. No real movements there. It's just the reserves. Raiders flying high. Top 4, here we come. Up the milk. Savage out, Zach Wolford out. But yeah, relatively unchanged here. They're starting lineups. And Manly free falling. Now Cooper Johns has been dropped. Aaron Woods, Josh Aloiai and Kulamatang. Tuolangi is out. Oh man, they just can't catch a break. But Jakey back in, which is huge. In at lock, much prefer him at prop. But and Ben Travojevic named in the forwards at second row. Damn. Okay. Josh Schuster named at 6 too. Man, poor old Seagulls might get a touch up here. It's at GIO Stadium too. Damn, crazy. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's interesting. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Seagulls, man. It was sort of weird. You could just sort of see them cracking. Like when Latrell said that about the Panthers, a few cracks in the windshield. You could sort of see that even though the Seagulls come like 4th. You're like, oh, I don't know, there's a few cracks there, and then just like the front windshield shattered. O'Brien's can't even help them, man. It's over. No, it's not over. They got plenty of talent there, but yeah, it's bizarre like implosion, sort of mid-season implosion, and that's it. Jesus Christ, we got through that real quick. There were not a ton of changes this time, guys, so we got through that one pretty quick. But stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow I'll drop my actual predictions and tips and stuff video as well. But happy hunting, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.